you finish what you started? Are you as dedicated as you say you are? How bad do you want it? Are you ready for change? Do you realize you're a billionaire if your health is there? Are you willing to accept the challenge to be healthier? Will you be an example for your family to be healthier? I'm asking. Are you a soldier? Do you realize your enemy, obesity?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. This is the Freedom Truth Radio Show. This is your host, the one and only Vincent E. Scott. And this is the best in talk radio live. The Freedom Truth Radio Show is the place where you will learn the truth, know the truth, and get the truth, but it'll make you mad first, but it'll make you free. We are here in the so-called Gregorian New Year of 2020. And Happy New Year to all of you that celebrate Janus Day. But we're here on a different timeline because I'm here with a very special guest, a good friend of mine and a great customer and supporter of my vegan business, Brother Divine Allah. And today, you're probably wondering what we're going to talk about. You still got a track playing there, Rube. No problem. We are going to talk about, this is the time when everyone during this time of year likes to make New Year's resolutions. And I don't really believe in those because you should resolve to keep your word at all times, not just in the new year. But for those of you who like that system of thought, doing New Year's resolutions, we know part of those New Year's resolutions are people that want to get in shape and want to get healthier, and that's great. That's a great goal to have. That's a great time to think about that. It's always good to think about health because health is wealth. However, we figured we would maximize on that train of thought and give you something to give you some a little bit of inspiration and to help you along the way, give you some tips. We're going to talk about health and how, health has to be a mentality. And as well as, you can't just make this a 2-week effort and expect to change your life. It has to be not only a mentality, but it has to be a way of life and a practice. So, therefore, we're going to talk about health. Brother Divine, welcome to the Freedom Truth Radio Show. It's a pleasure to have you, brother.
Salute, my brother.
I'm glad that you could be.
Man, give thanks for the opportunity.
Yeah, yes. Pull your mic up a little closer to you, brother, so the family can hear you.
Yes.
Perfect.
Let's get it.
Yeah. So, Brother Divine Allah has been into health and fitness for a very long time, and this brother knows what he's talking about. He's not a Johnny come lately. He's been doing this for a long time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read you his bio, and so you can know that when I bring the Freedom Truth Radio Show, I don't just bring in YouTube gurus or people that are jacklegs. I bring bona fide people that know their craft, know their study, and are good at what they do, so I can give pertinent information to the listening family. So with that being said, Brother Divine Allah is a personal and group fitness instructor with 7+ years of health and wellness experience across multiple fields. Possesses proven track record in helping clients achieve fitness goals through customized exercise and training programs. He is certified in the American Posture Institute. He is certified ergonomist, MetaFit HIIT training, and functional movement certified. He's that's a lot of certifications for his craft, and that's great, very commendable. He teaches the art and science of movement from a basic, simple, and holistic perspective. He designs specialized exercise and physical fitness programs for career professionals, children, and young adults, amateur and professional sports, and mainly the average client who is striving to manage weight, build muscle, enhance stability and strength, and increase mobility for overall fitness, health, and personal well-being. His consultations include many physical education department groups and programs, community and youth groups, corporate institutions who are looking to create a culture of wellness in the workplace and more ergonomically efficient workspaces for their employees. His wellness presentations bring fitness and health instructions to life with up-to-date, thoroughly read, researched, studied, and applied information with an innovative stroke of ancestral athletics and cultural calisthenics. His personalized greatness training sessions award clients with the social benefits of exercise as it aids in the development of one's character, attitude, and personality. And his number one motto is movement is medicine.
That's right.
Hashtag movement is medicine. Healthy lifestyle and behavior choices such as eating right, exercising, managing stress, and getting enough rest are all related to feeling good. Great bio, great information. Like I said, this brother is very bona fide in what he does, and his whole mantra is function with purpose, move with intention. All great mantras, brother, and I can appreciate all that you do. You've, like I said, you've got a lot of experience doing this. You've been doing this for a long time. So
Yes, sir.
Tell me what got you started in wanting to do body-mind activation, activity, fitness, all of those things that help towards us getting to a state of wellness.
Well, again, thank you for the opportunity, brother.
Sure.
It's a pleasure to be here. The first thing is seeing it firsthand. I was a young man approaching my teens when my father was affected by diabetes at a young age. Diabetes, then colon, and then prostate cancer at age 47, which is the age I just turned. He was out of here. You know, he's physically
At
made
47?
At 47, man.
Man.
My father, in my eyes, was a strong black man.
Wow.
However, once those illnesses and that disease affected his body,
Yes.
it affected him to the point where he had to get chemotherapy. He had
Wow.
lost portions of his hip, and he was basically out of here within a 7-year period. So in my early
Wow.
teens, early mid to late teens, early 20s, I took on this path. I began to walk on this journey of striving to figure out how can I be a good example, one, for my immediate family when it comes to health and wellness. And this is before the fitness part. I mean, as young ones, we always gym,
Okay.
you know, running
Right.
around outside,
Absolutely.
attempting to stay active before
Right.
technology got hold of
That's
us.
it.
But then I began to strive to embody what fitness and exercise, how they can gel together, and how I melded the two. We came up with mind body activism back in 2014. My good brother Solomon Dinkins.
Oh, yeah,
created-
yeah. Brother Solomon.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Brother
My good
Solomon.
brother, my good brother Solomon Dinkins. We created mind body activism, and here we are. But the first portion of it was me seeing my father go through that, and other relatives. Not just
Wow.
my father. I have uncles who are affected by diabetes, aunts,
Right.
cancer, and extended family members. And once I began to see a lot of that, and I knew how we were already eating as a family, black folks living here in America, the food we ate affected our bodies. And I just began to take it upon myself, man, to go to both sides of my family. And first it's arguing. You know, you present this new information.
Yeah,
to
they
folks.
ain't ready to receive
They
that, man.
resisted. They resisted.
What you mean? We've been eating ham hocks for the last
Like
50,
this.
60 years.
Yeah, we've been dying too.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we still dying.
Grandpa
So-
lived till he was 97. Yeah. All right.
You know, Grandpa wasn't eating processed food.
No, he was not.
You know,
He was
Grandpa
not.
worked. So, or he moved more.
Yes.
So that's what began my sojourn on this beautiful journey, man. And I love it. I wouldn't rather be doing anything else, man. I want to help our people move or inspire them to take charge of their health in any way I can or any way
Right.
we can.
Right. And you know what? I know for a fact that this brother is so passionate about this because he's very dedicated When I tell you he's running exercise and fitness sessions every week without fail, no matter if 1 or 2 people or 20 people show up, he's still doing it. It doesn't matter. And, that just shows his level of dedication to not only this art, but to wanting to get people well. And, I know a lot of people, and we talked about this a few months ago. So many people are so keen on going to the gym.
Yes.
And I want you to talk about that you don't need a gym membership to get healthy. A lot of people are so say, well, I joined the gym. But most of that time spent in the gym is you taking selfies in the mirror about you being in the gym.
Yes.
Talk about how people can get themselves wealthy and get themselves moving without having a gym membership.
Yes. Man, listen, this space right here can become a gym.
Okay. Well, we're going to make it a gym.
We gonna make it a gym
towards the end of the broadcast, we're going to do some exercises.
The main thing, what happens or what has happened over the years when it comes to fitness, health, and wellness is become trendy.
Okay.
And people see these magazines, they see these YouTube stars.
Right.
So-called YouTube stars, and they think it can happen overnight. So they think, hey, I'm going to join the gym. I'm going to follow that guy around who has all the muscles. I'm going to follow that girl around who has all the curves.
Right.
And they really think that being in the gym is the it. But if you have a nice backyard, you have nice space in your living room, that can become your gym. This is why we say movement is medicine. You can take your medicine anywhere. You can take your medicine sitting in a car. You can take your medicine by getting out and walking around your car. You can take your medicine by walking up the steps.
Yeah.
And that's all free. You don't have to join the gym for that. This is all free exercise that you can get. Just standing up next to your bed doing knee raises.
Yeah.
Rolling your neck around, rolling your wrists around, opening up your shoulders. Different things you can do that you don't have to be forced to join the gym. Even though joining a gym is okay, because some people do need the support that some gyms bring. Not all gyms.
Some gyms
do
it
offer
is
good
some
support.
gyms, yeah.
Most of them are just houses for people to come, like you said. They're on their phones. They're not doing no workouts. And they have a lot of trainers that's walking around that really don't push the ticket on taking a person from A to B to C, the D, then all the way to Z. Most trainers and some people come in, some clients come in and want to go from A to Z in 2 weeks. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
But if you're consistent and you're disciplined, it will happen.
Because it takes dedication towards a lifestyle change.
That's right.
That's just like me. I'm a personal testimony for weight loss.
Go ahead. Yes,
I
sir.
was, let's see, about 5 years ago.
I was about to say 500 pounds.
No. It's close enough.
Man.
But
Yes, sir.
5 years ago, I was at my highest weight of 306 pounds. And most of you if you're on my Facebook page, you can see the before and after picture about how I transitioned in my weight release. I like to say that because I didn't lose. I actually gained life by getting rid of the weight.
Yes.
So the clincher for me was I was a close prospect to being like your father.
Go ahead.
I went to the doctor for my annual physical, and the doctor told me that I was borderline diabetic. 306 pounds, and that's pretty scary because I hadn't quite turned 40 yet.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, I was just about to turn 40.
Wow. Just
And
like
that
my
was
dad. Yes, sir.
And I was on the road to, down a path of bad health and disease, and that just did not suit me well because I know I'm here on this earth for a purpose. I have something to offer. I have gifts that I have to exude out of myself. So I knew I had to do something about it. And that was a wake-up call for me because, one, my father was a heart patient, and I didn't want to continue down that same road because I have a family. I want to be here when my children graduate high school. I don't want to have to be walking with a cane and a oxygen tank and all that. And, people laugh at it, but it gets that serious because what you don't know is that when you have diabetes or you're at risk for diabetes, you have heart disease.
That's right. It's closely related.
It's closely related. As a matter of fact, it's a part of heart disease because it's all associated with the blood.
That's right.
And I'll take you a step further. I just learned this about a couple of months ago, is that if you have a family member that suffers from Alzheimer's, that is known nowadays as diabetes type 3.
Yes, go ahead, brother. Teach.
Yeah,
Teach.
because, and see, this is the thing. We don't get educated in our knowledge of health and nutrition because, we're just told, first of all, back in the day, me and Brother Divine, a lot come from the same generation where they stress the food pyramid of, getting,
right.
8 servings of bread and dairy and all. And to
Drink
be honest
milk.
with you, yeah,
Help your bones.
the food pyramid is completely upside down.
That's right.
Because neither one of us that are over 40 should be drinking milk from another creature past our birthing and infancy and toddler age. Milk should only come from our mothers during that stage of life, and we should not consume milk any further than that. But it is very harmful to the body to continue to consume dairy after your toddler age, and then furthermore from another creature.
That's right.
And, I'm just going to give it to you plain. This is the Freedom Truth Radio Show. Let the cows take care of their own children. You see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
we got to incorporate better eating habits, and that's the place I was in 5 years ago when I got that news from the doctor. I said, okay, I have a decision I need to make.
Right. I
don't want to take pills for the rest of my life. I don't want to take needles, so I have to do something that is going to drastically change my lifestyle. And I just got quiet in my place of meditation and began to think about everything that I've done as a practice for my lifespan up to 40 years old. And I said, I've been eating this way all my life. If I don't eat another piece of fried chicken or another ham hock or whatever, I've had enough of it,
Right.
not to ever have to taste it again. So I need to shift my whole paradigm and say, I'm going to begin a new way of life. And now, to make it accessible for those that are listening that might be struggling with this was not an overnight transition.
That's right.
I had to deal with myself and bad habits that I've developed over the years. I had to, constantly tweak and retweak and take out bad foods that I was eating. Okay, I can't eat this no more because, as much as it might taste good, it was no good for me because it was affecting my body in so many ways. When I was 306 pounds, I had plantar fasciitis really bad, which is, in your feet when you walk and your arch, the muscle in your arch is not stretching out enough when you're moving, so it feels like
affects the ankles.
It affects the ankles.
Knees,
yes,
it affects the hips.
Affects the rest of the joints.
Lower back. And
Thank you.
Shoulders. Body
And-
starts shutting down.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, and also, the muscles being closely related to the bloodstream, it affects where the blood is not flowing to those
Yes, sir.
muscles.
Yes, sir.
So you're not stretching them out the way they're supposed to be stretched. And so I was having pain. I had plantar fasciitis real bad. I had sleep apnea real bad.
Wow.
I would go to sleep and my wife and children would be scared that I wasn't going to wake up because I would stop breathing. I would have breathing obstructions, which is not healthy. And I would think I'm getting sound sleep, but in the middle of the day, I'd find myself falling asleep uncontrollably because I wasn't getting sleep at night. Right. My sleep was obstructed.
Right.
So I had that. I had shortness of breath, and I also had chest pains every now and then. All those things were related to me having bad eating habits and the fact that I was way overweight. Now, I'm only 5'9", and that's 306 pounds is too much weight for a 5'9"
pressure on them bones.
Yeah, 5'9" medium frame man to carry around. It's like you carrying
Another body.
4 suitcases or another body.
That's right.
On top of what your naturally designed body weight should be.
Yep.
So I had to do something. And I began to change my eating habits little by little. I began to exercise more. And maybe it took me about a year and a half, 2 years. I lost about a total of 130 pounds.
Beautiful.
So right now, I'm about maybe 185, 190. I kind of transition between like 180, 190, maybe a 10-pound shift. And even though I've lost that or I released that amount of weight, the job is not done.
That's right.
Because
you alive.
Yeah, as long as I'm alive, I have to maintain this.
That's right.
Because if I let myself go, I'll be right back where I started from. And that's not something that we want. So talk to me, Brother Divine, about how a person not only can change their habits, but how they have to keep in mind the practice of maintenance.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you said that word. Very important, which is why I don't stress as a trainer or as a exercise professional. I don't stress weight loss too much. I stress weight management.
Weight
We
management.
have to learn how to manage our weight. Weight loss will eventually come.
Right.
But as we're working out a system, an exercise program for you, you're going to have to learn how to manage that weight. And that's through proper movement and efficient movement throughout your day-to-day. What happens with us, we always look at the example of a car. A person takes more care of their car than they take care of their body. But what
Facts.
happens when that engine light comes on?
Come on.
The engine light is letting you know something is, it could be something as simple as a loose wire. It might not be as serious, but at least you should get it checked out. But I know a lot of us right now, we riding around with the engine light on. We
And keep
ignore it
driving.
And keep on driving.
Yep.
But eventually, because we want that car to get us from point A to point B, we'll go get it fixed.
Yes.
We'll go get the brakes checked. We'll
Right.
go get that winter maintenance. We'll go get it washed. We'll shine up the tires. We'll do everything possible so
Yep.
somebody can see us in that vehicle.
Yeah.
But what about this vehicle?
Yep. The one that we
takes
live
you
with every
big.
day. Come on.
Right, the one you live with every day.
Yeah.
And if we keep ignoring that engine light, the maintenance will eventually become flawed and it will break down. Taking care of a house, same thing. If the plumbing is bad, if the foundation is bad, the maintenance will become flawed and it will fall apart. So as an individual, we have to, again, you don't have to join a gym. You don't have to do none of that. But constantly keep the maintenance on point.
Yes.
Squatting, something real simple, walking up and down the steps, going for a nice walk out around your block.
Yeah.
Simple things we can do to keep the maintenance up, man, and not ignoring it, that engine light, because eventually, like you said, it'll go from obesity to diabetes to high blood pressure, liver issues, lung issues,
Kidney.
pancreatic issues,
Yep.
kidney issues,
All organs get
prostate
affected.
issues. Everything will be affected because your body is a system. It's
Facts.
running from systems.
Yeah.
And if one of those systems is affected, other systems are going to be affected.
Yes.
And you can ignore it all you want to. The only guarantee we have, even we want to become healthy, even if we want to become wealthy material-wise, the only guarantee in all of that is our death. That's the only guarantee we have
Yes.
living here. But at least we can aid in the process of being here, looking well, living well, being here around our children and our families. And that maintenance is a very important component that we overlook because we think it's cool.
So true.
I have aunts, man. They show off how many medications they take. You know, I have relatives. This for my water on the knee.
Oh, my God.
This for my water on my foot.
Oh, come on,
You
man.
know, this what the doctor gave me for my ear. This
That's
what
sad.
And it's almost like they're bragging. You
Yeah,
my
yeah.
doctor giving me. I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, yeah. Which blood pressure medicine you on?
on,
I
man.
take such and such.
Right? No, my doctor gave me this.
No,
one.
you
gotta go-
should ask your doctor because this one is better.
Come on, man.
And all of them got side effects. Y'all see the
Exactly,
commercials.
exactly.
The one thing you trying to get rid of, it give you 20 more side effects. Your ear may fall off. You may have internal bleeding. May have
Right.
suicidal thoughts.
Right.
Who wants to take anything like that, man?
Right.
That-
We just continue on, man.
Yeah, man.
We got to think about our health, people. We have to not just think about it. We have to take charge of our
Yes.
health the same way we take charge of everything else. Look at us. I mean, Facebook, people living their best life, but your pancreas is going out. Yeah, you living your best life, you know, down on the beach eating your shrimp scampi with your little wine, you know, with the selfie. You know,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
got kidney issues, sister. Come on, brother. You got prostate issues. You living
Yes.
your best life, though, but your prostate is gone.
Come on.
All right? You got erectile dysfunction.
That's
but
oh,
you living
come
your
on,
best
that,
life.
brother. That's a whole nother
Come on,
show.
man.
We got to talk about
yes,
that.
Sir. It's so many things that we're doing, and we're not considering health as important. It's almost like something extracurricular. I understand it to a degree. There's a fine line. A lot of us don't like going to the doctors and hospitals. There's a history of that. You know, you study
Yeah.
the Tuskegee experiment issues with our
Of
people
course.
and these doctors. But at the same time, because of how things are promoted, Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz and all these people
Right.
with this, you know, media machine behind them, our people take that stuff as the ultimate word.
Yeah.
You have to study, read, research, and apply
Facts.
what's needed to you as an individual.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a vegan, though I stress plant-based
Plant-based.
living. You don't
Plant-based
have to
is
be.
where it's at.
You know, I wouldn't tell anybody to eat meat for protein, but if you're in that, on that level right now, at least moderate it to the
Yes.
point where you're not killing yourself. You don't need to be eating a steak on Monday, a steak on Tuesday,
No.
a steak on Wednesday, and think that headache on Saturday don't have nothing to do with what you ate
Facts.
on Monday. So it's all relative, man. And as a chef,
Yeah.
you create the fuel for our bodies.
That's right.
Me being in fitness, I understand. It took me a while to understand the connection. The fuel has to be right. You need Supra going in these bodies.
Yeah, come on
man.
now. Come
a
on.
lot of us, we working out, but we ain't eating right.
Yeah.
And on the flip side, we eating right, but we ain't getting the proper
Not moving.
exercise.
Yeah.
So those the combinations of food and those integration of ingredients coming into our body
Yeah.
can work to sustain us so we can look beautiful and shine,
Yeah.
move efficiently. But we're not doing that, man. It's just it's a deep imbalance with us and how we consider our health, man. Unless something happens,
Right.
We wait till the last day.
Come on.
We wait till the doctor to tell us, you got 6 months.
Oh, then
Now
then,
you
then
wanna-
you want to get serious.
Now you blowing my phone up. Now you emailing me 1,000
Right,
times.
right.
I understand people. I love us to life, not to death, but we have to take our health more serious, just like we do everything
That's true.
everything else.
And now I like what you said about you exercising all the time, but you're not eating right. A lot of
Yes.
people don't realize that you cannot out-train a bad diet.
That's right.
You can't. You can't go to the gym every day or work out profusely, lifting weights, doing cardio, and then you eat McDonald's and,
That's
and
right.
Wendy's all the
That's
time.
right.
And there's nothing there that's healthy. I don't care what you
Nothing.
even the salad is whack.
That's right.
Because it's like some GMO stuff that is not natural. Because if they're able to sell that salad for $1.99, then you know something about that is suspect. You see what I'm saying? So go to your farmer's market, get you some fresh, locally grown vegetables
That's right.
and fruits and stuff that's in season. Not the watermelon that they selling in December, because watermelon don't naturally grow in December. And it's seedless.
Yes.
Stay away from them seedless fruits.
Yes.
That ain't natural either.
Yes.
Anything without a seed is not natural. You should know that because
Teach.
and we get caught up in these terms that they use for marketing to draw you in.
Yes.
Like specifically one of the biggest, largest grocery stores that pushes health foods, whose name I won't mention because they're not sending me a check. But they specialize in all this organic fruits,
Right.
organic vegetables, but
Without
most
seeds
of
in
them are seedless. That's the biggest oxymoron I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
Organic seedless. It doesn't exist.
Doesn't make
It
sense.
doesn't make sense, and it doesn't. Natural fruits and vegetables always have seeds. That's how they reproduce after themselves. One of my doctor mentors said one time, to prove whether it's real food or not, put it in the ground and see if it'll grow.
Right.
If it's not going to grow, it's not real food.
Right.
And anything without a seed is not real food. If it comes in a plastic package and they're all the same size, that stuff is being grown in a lab.
Go ahead.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
It's no way in the world you mean to tell me you're growing cucumbers and all of them come out 5 or 6 inches and the same width, same girth. And that's not natural, because when you plant real cucumber seeds, you can get some big ones, some small ones.
right.
You know what I mean? They grow based
Yeah,
on nature, based on the enrichment and the minerals of the soil.
Right.
You're not going to grow cucumbers and they all come out the same size in 100 packages. Come on, that's lab stuff, man. That's lab stuff.
And the same applies to your body.
Yeah.
You can't work out on Monday in January and don't come back for Monday in March and think you're going to build the
Well,
type
you know,
of body
the
that you're looking
spring
for.
is coming,
the
brother. I'm ready for the beach.
Their beach body. It doesn't work like that.
Nah,
People, you have
nah.
to work. And again, you have to read, you have to research, study,
Yes.
and apply what's beneficial to you, your immediate self, and your immediate family, and then take it out into the community.
That's
Because
it.
what happens, though, sometimes in my mind, I still have this idea of wanting to just sometimes chastise our people with this information, because it's
Right.
it's urgent. It's really
It is urgent.
We're dying.
It's very
Our age
urgent.
bracket, if it's not due
Oh,
to street
man.
violence or ignorance, sense of street violence, it's because of our health. So it's urgent to me because I see it, man. These young brothers in their 20s now, They're not dying. Most of them not dying because they get murdered. They dying because they're killing themselves because of what
Disease.
they're eating. The corner store every 3 hours they
my
get in
God.
there. Poppy, let me get a chicken cheese steak. You know, with the fries. With,
That
you know,
ain't
with-
real
with
chicken.
extra mayonnaise.
Come on.
You know, come on, man. And that's your lifestyle. And you're only in you 15, and that's your lifestyle all the way till you're about 40 years old.
You cutting your life short.
That's 25 years.
25 years.
So by the time
Facts.
you 40 years old and you wondering why you got diabetes, and you know, a close friend of mine, he ended up getting an amputation.
Oh my God.
Another brother, very close friend. All of them are either so sick right now that they can't move.
Wow.
You know, they're dealing with rehab and issues like that. Man, it's serious. So it's so urgent. In my brain, I really want to come out and chastise us. Like, yo, go do this, go do this, go
Right.
do this. But I understand a lot of these single parents out here, they with their children, they're not going all the way up to that supermarket.
Right.
You know, they just might go to ShopRite. But ShopRite now has 3 lanes of natural food, or what's considered natural.
Yeah.
Something you can at least look at and consider.
Another
being on point.
alternative.
Another alternative.
Facts.
You know, so there's ways you can do it, family, and not beat yourself up and not think about it being expensive. You know, there's another example we use. People think being healthy or eating healthy is expensive, but
No.
look at the return. When we say health is wealth,
Yes.
you're making an investment. The investment, my return on my investment is I'm just shy of 50 years old,
Yeah.
and I'm very vibrant. So
Come on.
I'm receiving a hell of a return
Yeah.
in my investment, on my investment.
And you're not talking like a person that's close to 50 saying, yeah, well, I'm about middle age now. This is
Right.
when stuff
Man,
start
listen,
going.
I'm going
No, you're not
150
claiming
more.
that. Come
Yes,
on.
sir, man.
You're not claiming that.
Yes.
Because, it's easy to tell, about 50 years old, that's when these knees start going and stuff.
Please,
Nah.
man. Nah, nothing
I
like
want to
that
be
here,
healthier
man.
now than I was when I was 15.
Exactly.
Because I know
Exactly.
more.
Yes, sir.
And to know is to do.
Yes, sir.
You can't continue on the same path and expect for things not to. And life is cause and effect.
Exactly.
You do things long enough, it has an effect on the habits and things that you implement.
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna say just before we start doing a little bit of exercise
sir.
for the last 15 minutes shows. Listen, y'all, this is 2020.
Yeah.
You gotta consider eating healthier. And like Brother Divine said, we know everybody's not going to be a vegan or vegetarian, and that's understandable. We get that. However, if you are going to consume meat, like he said, don't eat a steak on Monday, a steak on Tuesday, steak on Wednesday.
Right.
You know why? Number one, it takes beef 14 to 21 days to digest in your system.
Teach.
So if you eating a steak 3 days out of the week, you got a whole month before you get rid of that.
Completely. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
See what I'm saying? And then on top of that, if you are getting meats, if you still feel like you need to implement that into your eating habits or your diet, get it from a clean place. Go to the halal market. Go to the the Amish market, because you know why? All their meats are grown and harvested without antibiotics, without the chemicals.
Right.
And I can attest to this because I still have family members that eat meat. So I buy a lot of the meat from the Amish market, and you can see the difference in the size of the chicken as opposed to what you buy from the supermarket with all the publicly traded companies like Purdue and Tyson,
Right.
who inject their chickens with who knows what.
Right.
It's no use. It doesn't make any sense for a chicken to be the size of a turkey, a baby turkey. You know something's wrong with that. A natural chicken should be maybe 3 pounds, 3.5 pounds. It's small. It's grown naturally. It doesn't have any antibiotics, and it's been fed properly in its breeding. And you could tell by the size. You go to the Amish market, the chickens are small. They look natural. They look like they did 40 years ago
Right.
when we was
Right.
kids.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And because I never seen chickens be this big, man. You
doing
go,
something.
yeah, the publicly traded companies, the chicken breast is like bigger than my hand.
Right.
That don't even make no sense. You know,
the chickens ain't exercise.
no, they ain't exercise,
You know they
but
ain't
it's some
working out to get
steroids or
pumped up.
something
That's
going in
right.
there, man.
Something being
and
pumped
and
up.
and this is the last thing. Y'all got to stop eating these doggone Popeyes chicken sandwiches. Just stop it with the foolishness. first of all, this should tell you something. If they had Popeye's chicken sandwiches 6 months ago and they introduced them for a quick 3-week period, and people was in lines fighting, halfway stabbing each other up because they ran out of Popeye's chicken, something's wrong with that chicken, that whatever you call it. It ain't even real chicken. And then this is the clincher. This is what got me. After the 3-week test launch or whatever they did, and they saw how crazy us folks was acting,
Right.
they pulled it and said, we'll be back with more chicken sandwiches in a month because there's a shortage. Where do we live in America. Where is there a shortage of chicken? Please tell me that. So common sense should go off, a light bulb should go off in your head, tell you that that's not real chicken. That's some kind of lab-grown, steroid breeded foolishness.
Right. Read, people. Read. Study.
Research. Study.
Apply, man.
You see what I'm saying? Leave them Popeyes, whatever, space age chicken sandwiches alone. Because that stuff ain't no good. If it's making you act like a crackhead and you going to tell me, you ain't got no more chicken sandwich, what you mean? Nah, that ain't real chicken.
Yeah.
Leave that stuff alone. If what it's doing to you, if it's affecting your emotions on that level, yeah, we say, tell it again. And they cooking in what? Lard. You eating Popeye's chicken, they still cooking it in pig fat. That ain't good. You say, well, I am eating a chicken breast. Chicken breast is healthy. Yeah, not that one. Not that one, man. Leave that stuff alone. It ain't no good for you. All it's going to do is add to your heart disease, add to
Your
diabetes.
Obesity and everything.
Thank
else.
you. Everything about that is bad. So that's my health rant for the day. I got more for the rest of the year. We're going to come back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back because Brother Divine, as a matter of fact, Brother Divine, I'm going to have to do a monthly health show with you because we got about a plethora of
Let's get it.
topics
Yes, sir.
that we got to cover.
I'm with it, brother.
Seriously, because you talked about erectile dysfunction. We got to talk
Yes.
about that.
Yes, sir.
Because our brothers can't perform in the bed with their women, their queens, their wives. And, it's pretty sad. And it's all because of bad blood.
Yes, sir.
Poisons in the blood.
Yes, sir.
Toxins in the blood. And a man should know that his health barometer is measured by his penis health.
Brother, not only can they not perform in the bedroom, they can't perform in life. Erect means upright,
That's right.
full of life,
That's right.
bold, just shy of perfect.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of us can't perform in life because we're not healthy.
Yeah.
So imagine if you have issues with your reproductive organ as a man, it's going to affect the way you think.
The way you think. Yeah.
So whether you work for self or you work for somebody else, it's going to affect the way you think. It's going to affect the way you move.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, it's going to affect the way you function out here in the world. So brothers and sisters and family, it's all relative, man. What you eat, you eventually become.
Yep.
So if you keep eating animals, you keep eating garbage, eventually garbage is going to want to dispose of itself. And
That's
it's going
right.
to come through your skin, it's going to come through your eyes, it's going to come through your breath, it's going to coat on your tongue, and
Yeah.
you're going to be walking around basically with no life in you. So
That's right.
We have to consider it, family. We don't want to
That's
force
it.
anybody. This information is out here now. We have access to it 24/7 plus 7. Take the time. Give us a call. Come see us at the gym. A lot of the stuff we do at the gym is free of charge because we want you to come. We
Yes.
want you to come bang on the door and get
Please.
this help from us,
Please
family.
do.
So, what do you want to get my number out of?
Yeah. In fact, I just posted the
Okay.
website up in the
Yes, sir.
chat.
Mindbodyactivism.com.
Yes, and if you want, I'll post the phone number in the chat.
Yes, and the address to the gym, the legendary Ike Williams Boxing Academy. And salute to all my good brothers from the bartenders, the well-renowned bartenders, my brothers Team Definition, and all the other fitness teams out there getting it in, the evolutionary exercise, athletics. All my good brothers, all the family out there.
That's good. That's
Salute,
good.
salute.
And
Health is wealth, y'all. Movement is medicine.
that's it.
Come get a daily dose.
Give them the phone number. Shout out the phone number to
Yes,
them real
it's
quick.
609 338 2236. That's 609 338 2236. 36. That's for myself or my brother Solomon, 609-577-4699. Mind Body Activism.
577-4699.
Yes.
Cool. Now, let me tell you, y'all can call this brother anytime, and
Really,
he's
anytime.
he's
That's my direct
accessible.
line.
He's accessible. He ain't one of those funny cats
That's
that'll
right.
be like, yeah, y'all
Accessible,
call me.
affordable, and accountable.
Yeah, and he will answer his phone, and if he doesn't, he will call you back.
That's right.
You know, that's a fact. I know that from personal experience. Good, upstanding brother, honest about his craft, and he's about helping the community. So get at him. We're going to do some exercise real quick.
Yeah, he wanted to get it in.
Yeah, yeah.
Something
Might
basic.
as well.
Something basic.
Yeah,
we
we're
going out there.
Yo, go right here.
All
Yep,
right.
right in the
They
front.
can see this?
Yep.
All right, let's get it.
Hey, Rube, tell us if we got a good angle here. We're going to get right in front of the TV.
Zoom out. Yeah, you might have to zoom out a little bit, Rube. You might have to zoom the camera out a little bit because they about to see exercise.
Little something. You want to see the exercise.
Yeah.
Salute y'all bartenders. You see that?
Yeah, you got
Bartenders.
You got to zoom out.
Giant thinking.
Okay.
Look at you, brother.
Yeah, that's what I had the big blue beam on, you know.
All right, what we got?
Check it out. Okay, cool.
All right.
Got a nice
What
angle.
we got? Something real basic. Something you can
Okay.
do at home.
All right.
Okay? All right, people. Yes, this is a chair. Every day you sit down, that's called a squat, sitting on the toilet. Okay? Practice doing that. But when you do it, try not to lean too much forward so you don't put pressure on your knees. Okay? So try to push yourself straight up when you're coming into that squat. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Good. Yeah. Can I move over just a little bit so I can show you? But matter of fact,
Yeah.
you want to face me?
Yeah, that's cool. I can do that. I can face you.
There you go. Good.
Let me turn the game up.
All right. Basic squat. All we doing. Keep your toes straight.
Okay.
All right. So all you're gonna do. We good? We
We good?
continue?
Yeah, you good.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
So all you're gonna do, instead of leaning a lot forward like a lot of people do, putting that weight on their knees and on their ankles, try to just push yourself up
Okay.
into the squat. There you go. And you see you got that cue. You
Yeah,
followed
yeah.
that right. Yep.
Okay.
Good. And keep your eyes straight as possible. Good.
Okay, so that keep
Yep.
my head
Yes, sir.
that way.
Yes.
And so my neck is straight along with my
Exactly. It's
spine
back to
being
the
aligned.
posture. Exactly. Your
Yeah.
body wants to follow your eyes. So if you're looking down, your body wants to go down.
Okay.
All right?
All
So
right.
if your head is straight and your eyes are straight, eventually your body will naturally want to flow in the direction of your eyes. Okay?
Yeah,
So
I-
that's a good squat and keeping your chest up
Yes.
and your shoulders back.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you know what? For those of you that don't know, you can feel the muscle movement and the
Yes,
burn
sir.
in
Yes,
your
sir.
hamstrings.
That's right.
Yeah.
And those quads.
And the quads.
And part of that core right there.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Because the core is very healthy.
Yes,
You know,
sir.
it's a very healthy part or aspect of getting fit.
That's right.
Your core,
That's right.
You know, sitting up.
Your core is involved in
Posture.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything movement that you do is centered right there from
In the
that core. Yes, sir.
Right.
All
So
right.
this is very important, right?
Yes.
You know, gut health.
Yes.
And what you eat and you take in, this is fueling the rest of the body.
Yes, sir.
So if you don't have good gut health, which means elimination, proper elimination.
Right.
Also
Moving those bowels.
moving the bowels.
Elimination.
Yeah. You should be going every time. If you eat 3 meals a day, you should be having 3 bowel
Right.
moves a day. I asked some people like, when last time you went to the bathroom? Oh, 3-4 days ago.
Yep.
So, I
Yep.
mean, you still carry the food you had.
Yes, they
at
are.
the beginning of the week.
Yes, they are.
That's not
And
good.
you can't even have a conversation with somebody like that because they're clogged up. They
Yeah.
mental is
It's
all blocked.
affecting this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
Let me show you another one,
Okay.
brother. Right? This move, we just talked about a squat. Now,
Okay.
knee raises. Something as simple as this. This is similar to walking up the steps.
Okay.
Okay? Everybody needs that movement to get in and out of a car. Okay? Walking
Yeah.
up, all we doing, this is called a hurdle step. We do this when our functional movement assessment. This is one of the assessments that we do.
Okay.
Usually, a lot of times when people lift their leg up, they dip because they have dysfunction in their hips or their lower back.
Okay.
So I focus on, again, how tight that, see, and not just this being the core. Everything is the core from your shoulders
From this-
all the way down to your big toe, brother. That's your core.
Wow.
But most people, because,
now,
you know,
you just educated me on that. I didn't know. I thought this
we
was
just focus on this. No,
Yeah.
sir, brother. Your core goes all the way from back here up to here.
Okay.
Shoulders all the way down, top of the knees, even all the way down into your ankles. Okay.
Wow.
That's all core. All right.
Okay.
So I can tell when I'm doing an assessment if a person has issues with
Okay.
their hips. If you lift up your knee and the first thing you do is this, or you
Okay.
start doing this,
You got to break from the
I'm
side.
already
You got hip problems.
you got hip issues or lower back issues.
Gotcha.
Okay, so people compensate. So you can practice doing this at the edge of your bed,
Okay.
or go to the bathroom. You got a bathtub.
Yeah.
Just practice that. And when you're doing it, you can tighten up your abs. Everybody has abs. They might not have a six-pack, but everybody has abs, all right?
Mine
All right?
is his
Think
story,
about
y'all.
that. That's okay, but you have them. But you have them. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
practice that with both legs.
Okay.
Okay? And just leaning yourself into it. This is something you could practice with your mom or your uncle or your aunt if she got issues lifting that leg up.
That's
Okay?
good.
Something simple as that.
And that simple movement.
Basic exercises, man. Don't
Wow.
have to be, nothing crazy.
I guess people overcomplicate this.
Because we watching YouTube and we want to do all that crazy flying around and all that stuff, man. Nah, brother.
Right.
Basics over everything is what we
Okay.
promote. So that's 2 exercises. We did a squat. We did some knee raises. You can just stand up next to your bed and just work your wrists. We're using our hands all day,
Good.
right?
That's good. Yeah.
Go in both directions. Open your neck up.
Okay.
Now, if you want to stimulate it some more with our mind-body activism approach to it, instead of just putting one knee up, we'll put the knee up and touch our left hand. If I'm putting my right knee up, I'll touch it with my left hand. Bring that
Okay.
back down.
Okay.
Do it this way. Now what am I doing? Not just moving, I'm also stimulating.
Coordination.
Exactly, brother.
Got you.
As we get older, some of that
Yeah.
stuff slows down.
It's
So
true.
imagine we don't have the chair. I step back some and I start doing this. Do about
Okay.
7 of those.
All right.
Before you leave your room in the morning. Before
That's
you
simple
walk out
enough.
of your room, brother, you done stimulated that brain to the point where my coordination is on point, my balance is on point.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel you on that.
Basic stuff, man. Then you can go from one touching your toe.
Okay.
All right? This is before you leave your room.
Yeah.
Basic stuff, man. Then do some squats, do some deep breathing, open up them shoulders, and go on about your day. Basic exercise. You just did a night. Now, believe me,
Uh-huh.
if you haven't worked out in a while, just crossing your left hand over across your eyes to your right side of your body, that's a workout by itself because
Okay.
your brain now has to be in tune with that
Wow.
movement. So you're getting a nice workout, mind and
Interesting.
body, not just
Mind
body.
and body. That's
Yeah.
where it's so important.
We focus on the body so much, man. You know,
Okay.
the body wants to be in tune with all those systems. But
Yeah.
because of trauma, you might have had an accident, you start shutting down. My brother Solomon always say, a brother turn a limp into a cool walk. Knowing something wrong with his leg, he
You
turned
got
into
that-
something.
You got the dip on there,
Exactly.
but you really in
He
pain.
pain, man.
Yeah.
Let's fix that.
Okay.
You know, and that's what we're about with mind-body activism with
Okay.
bartenders, brother. We want people to have efficient movement in their day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
One thing before we leave is you got people who go to a gym, they bench pressing 400 pounds. That's cute. You know, it is cute and all that.
Yeah.
But what in life requires you to lift 450 pounds?
Nothing.
Nothing, unless you building houses, but they got
Right.
machines now.
Yeah,
We ain't
machines
got to
for
be
that.
lifting up big beams no more.
Okay.
If your day-to-day activity does not
Yeah.
require you to lift 450 pounds unless you're trying to be a football player, you know, a sports figure where you got to be
Right.
running over guys that's
Of course.
400 pounds,
Yeah.
you don't need to be doing that. If you work at a desk, why are you at a gym benching 400 pounds?
So that's really putting more strain against the natural movement of your muscles.
Do you
Natural
think that's
movement,
the
brother.
reason for heart attack? Wow.
Yes, sir, brother. It's too
So,
much
yeah,
stress.
you see-
Yes, not only are you stressing your muscles, you also stressing your joints. And when you stressing both of them at the same time, it affects your movement. And that's going to
So
shut
is that
down
why
that
all these
core.
wrestlers that are like,
Look at them.
yeah, most of them died before the age of 45.
Yes, brother.
Because they got too
Muscles
much.
all over the place.
Right.
Wow.
Yep. So they have to compensate and they start using drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on,
yeah.
man. We
Wow,
got to
I
get back
never
to the
thought about
basics, man. What does a baby do? It crawls.
Yeah.
My number one exercise at the gym. Some of my clients don't like it too much, but we do bear crawl. I spend an hour doing bear crawls. Crawling like a baby. What is that doing? It's stimulating my nervous system. A baby
And
fuels
it's
his
getting,
body. Go ahead. Coordination. Exactly.
Yeah. Left, right,
Proprioception,
left, yeah.
body awareness. He's picking up on hearing. He's picking up on sight, looking around. Then you get into some rolling. Rolling exercises help with people who have balance issues, man. It brings you equilibrium. Brother, it's
Wow. Do y'all hear
hey
this?
man, it's
Y'all hear
simple
the
stuff we can do.
simplicity
Yeah.
Of this
Natural
of the
movement.
exercises and natural movements.
Yeah.
How even like how the body was made to walk. We like
Yes.
to say, well, I'm gonna run 5 miles or whatever. You're walking every day as a
Yes,
natural
sir.
process.
Yes, sir.
You don't have any place that you're running 5 miles unless your country
Nah,
just went
right.
to war. And you,
Right, and you gotta be on the move.
You gotta be on the move.
Right, people be spending hours on the
That's what I'm
treadmill.
saying.
I understand. It's cute. It's trendy.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
they
yeah.
call it
I did
trendy
I did 2
fitness and
hours
all
on the
that.
treadmill.
Yeah, come on, man. Okay, but what else life requires you to run in place like that? Nothing.
Right.
Get off and do some knee raises. You gonna be doing this in life. You getting in your car. You
Because
doing
you're
this
going
movement.
up the steps. you're doing that
Exactly.
movement in
You're
the car.
doing that movement.
Yeah.
You're turning your wrist. You're opening up a door.
Yeah.
Okay? You're sitting down. You're doing that movement a large percentage of your day. So why not fuel
Wow.
those movements through
Wow.
proper movement at the gym? Come off of them treadmills. I understand. Keep doing it if you
Yeah.
want to, modify your
Something.
weight and all that. Do something,
Yeah.
yes.
Right.
But don't get so caught up into that because you'll lose focus on what your real goal is. And your ultimate
Wow.
goal
Wow.
is to invest in your health,
Wow.
not just to get a beach body. Because when the beach closes for a certain time of the year, what you ain't healthy, after the wedding, you ain't thinking about your health no more.
Right.
Come on,
Only
man.
for the beach.
Come on, man. And another
Okay.
exercise though too to also stimulate some of that frontal cortex of the brain. If you right-handed, strive to do more with your left hand.
Yes.
If you left-handed, strive to do more with your right hand. Work that brain capacity so your body is fueled by all that your brain has to
Yes,
offer. Not
yes.
that stuff about left brain, right brain. Nah. Work that whole
That's
brain,
good.
man.
That's
okay?
good.
Work that whole muscle because
Yeah.
it wants to help your whole body. It just
Wow.
doesn't want to help your abs. I'm working out my abs today. I'm going for arms today. It don't work like that, man.
No.
We force that.
Work, the whole
Come
body.
on, work the whole
Yeah,
body,
the whole
man.
body.
All mind, all body.
Wow.
It's simple.
Because strength comes from up here. It's mental.
brother.
That's why you can get, like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee was like 120 pounds.
Yeah,
if
he
that.
was like, yeah.
And he was taking out jokers 3 times his size.
Yep.
Because he had it here.
Yes, sir. You got to
Yeah.
already see your health.
Yeah.
See yourself healthy 20,
Yeah.
30 years from now.
That's
See
right.
yourself. See yourself healthy past your aunts and your uncles. See yourself being that example for your family and your friends, man. See yourself. Don't
Wow.
get to 25 and think, all right, I'm just going to keep drinking. It don't matter that my kidneys are shot. It
Yeah.
don't matter that my liver shot. I'm good. It don't matter my breath always stink. I'm good.
See
How
that?
you good, but you
No,
dying?
You're not.
Come on, man. Come on,
Yeah.
brother. Basic exercises. Push-ups. You can. If you ain't
I
got to get down on the
did
ground.
those. I was, matter of fact, I
You
started
good on the
doing
floor
those
doing
every
push-ups,
day.
or you doing them on the? Oh,
I
there
was
you
doing
go.
them on an
Good.
angle like this.
Beautiful.
And
Beautiful, brother.
I noticed that I was stretching out my calves.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I got a
sir.
really
Yes,
good
sir.
arm workout with that.
Come on, man.
So
a lot of
you
people do
always
have
have to
issues
lay
with
down.
push-ups. Exactly.
Right.
There's always a modification. I
Okay.
stress that, especially with some of our high-intensity exercises.
Okay.
Some people have issues getting down, even though I teach them how to get down and get up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? You don't have to get all the way down in the plank position to do a push-up. You can modify it by getting up on the edge of your bed,
Mm-hmm.
countertop in the kitchen,
Yeah.
counter in the bathroom.
Right.
The bathtub is a good height.
As
You
long
can
as you're
always
moving.
modify it, long as you're moving, okay?
Good.
But the main thing, you ever notice when brothers doing push-ups, some of those brothers doing all this stuff, that ain't push-up. That ain't push-up. I'm doing 1,000 push-ups. That looks good, it's
You
cute.
only going up an
You know,
inch.
come on, man. This is a push-up. Always proper form, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Get that nice plank position. Don't drop your head. Don't drop your waist. You want your chest. Always use my thumbs as a cue. Chest down, up. And you want your elbows to go backwards, not outwards.
Oh,
If
okay.
they're going outwards, that's more pressure on your shoulders. There you go. Beautiful.
feel the difference.
There you go. Big difference.
I was
Yes,
always
sir.
doing them like this.
Nah, you check it
Okay.
out. Once you drop and your elbows are out, my shoulders dip in, and you killing that
Okay,
upper back
I
right
see what
there.
you mean.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a
so
big
push
difference.
up with it. Even if you're only doing 1 or 2, do 10 sets to 2.
That's
You
20.
still getting a nice number in. Okay? We always say less reps, more sets. Don't try to kill it by doing 100 at one time. Now let me see how you get up from that. Okay, stand up. Let me see how you get all the way up.
All right.
Okay, you must have been in one of my classes, brother. That's what I teach. Good. You
Oh,
wanna
okay.
set the body back up mechanically. Most of us, we do our push-up. 1, 2, then we jump right up out of it. You just killed your back.
Okay. So I should
mechanically,
use.
just like you did.
Okay.
You can set both knees down. Set one knee in the front. I'm still getting the exercise. This is
Okay.
called a lunge.
Yes.
And push myself up.
Push myself up.
Okay?
Got you.
Don't rush out of the movement.
So it's almost like they structure robotics that way.
Yes, sir, brother.
So
yes.
you work on each part.
Exactly.
Not
Look,
just jumping up.
mechanically.
Yes.
Just like I said, shoulders over elbows, elbows over wrists. Now I got shoulders over waist, knee over ankle.
Got it.
All right?
Got it.
Everything is in position for me to move efficiently.
And then
Nothing
when I
is
go
in
back
harm's
down,
way.
I start with the knees. and I get
Exactly.
down, then I position my legs.
Exactly. Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's good.
There you go.
I
And
feel
work
a
yourself
difference
up.
now that you gave me that whole push-up movement with
Yes,
the
sir.
elbows in the back.
Yes,
Because
sir.
I was always doing it from the side. I was wondering, why can't I do
I mean,
more
you
push-ups?
still doing the movement,
Yeah.
but efficient movement.
Right.
And mechanically, it's going to help you when it comes to muscle development and activation.
But I
when you're
feel
doing
the
it
difference
proper
in
form.
how it's easier to execute
Yes, sir.
because
ahead,
I have
brother.
proper form.
Yes, sir, brother.
Wow.
Form fuels your technique. Everything
good.
else comes after that. So get your basics down
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
and then you get into all the stuff that we do as bartenders. And all that
Okay.
stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah.
okay?
Crossovers.
You know.
Yeah.
Then you get into all that. Okay.
Okay.
That comes next.
And
Basics
I
first.
noticed what you're doing. Now, I'm not a dancer, so I'm gonna mess that up.
Yes, sir. But it looks like it. See the fluid movement?
And the
That's coming from
coordination, yeah. You gotta think about that.
Yes,
Wait a
sir.
minute.
I've
You
had
know,
people that fail their first time.
Bruh,
and once
work-
they get it, come
Yeah.
on, man. The sky
Yeah.
is not the limit, brother.
got you.
Yeah. And we carry that into life. Yes, sir.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
So again, man,
See,
movement is medicine, brother.
I brought the right guy to the show, y'all. This
I'll
this
be
is
back,
what I'm
man.
talking about. Of course he coming back. He comes back every month.
Give me
Because we're
me
gonna
something,
do
man. Let's get
some
it.
health talks every month.
Let's
And
get
we're gonna
it,
do
brother.
some more exercises. I ain't coming in my gear, but I still
That's all
want
right.
to
Next
move
time
today.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like, yo,
Yeah,
you
no.
got your gym clothes
Yeah,
on.
no,
Let's
I'm
get
gonna
it,
have
brother.
him on, and we're gonna do a full workout. And you know, we're gonna get some people calling in to ask some questions
Yes.
to this exercise specialist here.
Yes.
And you know, you can inquire.
Give thanks for the opportunity.
Yes,
Man. Matter of fact, I
absolutely.
invite all of y'all out. Y'all can come to the gym this Saturday. Every Saturday I do 7 a.m., 9 a.m., and 12 noon sessions. Y'all
Okay.
come free session, brother.
Oh,
If
well,
y'all
that's-
gonna come
that's
through.
great, man.
Come see what we give.
Yeah,
Come
that's good
make
stuff.
that investment, brother.
That is an
All right?
investment.
Yes, sir.
It's
Give
a- it's
thanks.
a healthy
man. Thank you
investment.
for the opportunity.
Yes.
Bartenders,
Yeah, 'cause
mind
it's
body
good to
activism.
knock jokers out, man.
Huh?
Listen, talk about knocking somebody out.
You gotta have that.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Fitness, this profession, is not an escape from the battlefield.
Yeah, it ain't.
We are at war.
That's right.
So don't just be. I'm not looking at trying to get no beach body. I'm good. So you got to be in shape, brothers and sisters. You got to be in shape because things are going down
That's
and they
right.
will continue to go down. But
That's
we have
true.
to be on point with our
Yeah.
situational awareness. But you physically have to be on
Be able
point.
to deal with it.
You
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not
That's
a
good.
not a hiding place from a battlefield.
No, it's not. Go back here so we can close out real
Yes,
quick.
sir. Yeah. Give thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Salute, salute, salute.
So there you have it, everybody. My brother Divine Allah, the fitness and exercise specialist. All the information is on the chat room. And so glad that you, all of those that are in the chat room, you reached out to us. This has been a great show. This is one of the best, a good way to start off this 2020. So, like I said, Brother Divine is going to be back with us every month. We're going to have an exercise and
Give
fitness
thanks.
show every month. Matter of fact, it'll probably be the first one of each month. So get your mind right,
That's
get
right.
you in a good perspective for what your goals are. And the next time we're going to open up the forum and phone lines for you to call in and ask some questions. Ask
Yes.
us about health. Ask us about proper eating. Ask us about fitness and exercise and movements. And matter of fact, if some of you have limitations or if you've had some surgeries or something like that,
Right.
you can ask Brother Divine what type of movements that you can do that suit or won't
Won't affect
counteract
you.
or
Right.
affect you in a
Too
negative
much.
way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, like, if you had a knee replacement or something, of course, you don't want to do too much serious movement on that.
Right.
You want to get that condition to where you can move.
Right. Always check
work
with your
around
doctor
it. Check
first.
with your doctor.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, see, that shows you this is a real brother right here. He ain't going to say, just take my word.
Right.
Check with your medical professional that you go to. And, and make sure that your movements are suitable for your body type and everything else. Okay, that's what
And
makes
then
more
invite
sense.
your doctor to a workout session with you when you come see me.
Yeah, because he might need it too, because most
That's right.
doctors ain't in shape.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. All right, well, everybody, that is the Freedom Truth Radio Show. We're on our new day every Wednesday. Well, for now, every other Wednesday up until February, and then we'll be every Wednesday because they have another show that comes on around the same time on the alternating Wednesday. So this is our new day. We're not on Sunday nights anymore. So on Wednesday afternoons at 4 p.m. Our next show coming up in 2 weeks, I have a sister that is coming on to talk about, drum roll. This is a tough subject. Y'all ain't ready for this. Talking about the addiction to pornography and its effects on your emotional levels. This is going to be a hot topic, okay? So you want to tune in. You don't want to miss this show. All talking about body, mind, and health conditioning.
Right.
We're trying to get better in every way.
That's right.
All right? Thank you all for listening. This is the Freedom Truth Radio Show, where the truth will make you mad first, then make you free. Peace.
Teach. Peace.